The saying goes that you should marry your best friend. But in my case, I've married my sister's best friend. Sorry, Shannon. Sorry about that, Shannon.
Right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like to thank you all for coming here today to celebrate Kirsty and Kieran's wedding. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has contributed in making this a special day. There's been a lot of work done behind the scenes in the build-up for the day, and I'm sure I'm speaking for both families, saying a massive thank you to everybody. Thank you. Now, what can I say about our Kirsty? I'm sure you'll agree she's just a beautiful bride. Right? She's just her father's double. But honestly, Kirsty is kind, thoughtful, and she's great company. She has been no bother for me and Nicola to bring up. Me and her mum and her brother couldn't have been any more proud of her already. And also, I'd like to officially welcome Kieran into the family, even though he's been part of it for the last few years. We're awful happy to be getting a topper of a son-in-law, and we couldn't have hoped a better for Kirsty. And also a brother-in-law for David. The two of them became very close to you and I.
And now, ladies and gents, the two people who stand in front of us today. How did Kirsty and Kieran end up here declaring their love and making a commitment to each other in front of you, their family and friends? They're giving me a wry smile because they know what's coming. Kirsty and Kieran have known each other through Kirsty meeting Shannon, Kieran's sister, and chief bridesmaid while they were at Banff Academy. It wasn't until March 2019 they met up at the Seafield in Banff. And I heard that Shannon had been pretty boozy and had gone AWOL, and the girls were all looking for her. Kirsty bumped into Kieran and asked, "Have you seen Shannon?" Kieran said, "No, but do you fancy a drink?" The caring brother that he is. And that led to their first conversation.
After Keeks officially told us we would be his best men, it got me thinking back to when Keeks first plucked up the courage to tell me he was seeing Kirsty. But then it hit me, that never happened yet. I found out about it through a young Cammy Jean who had filled me in after he spied them having a wee romantic moment in the CCTV cameras of the Seafy corridor.
Anybody that knows Keeks knows he finds it incredibly hard to keep something that's a secret, a secret. The thing is, he can't even trust himself. We were out in Aberdeen the day he told me he was going to propose to Kirsty. He asked me to promise I would keep a secret between us, which obviously I said aye to. I went and got around in, and by the time I got back to the table, he'd told everybody.
So Kirsten and Kieran, you're about to take a next step in this adventure which began 5 years ago. You've become an integral part of each other's lives, created a lovely home and become part of one another's families. And marriage joins two people who trust in the love they have found. And this is a partnership which each of you can continue to grow and be your true self while sharing in the development of each other. So Kieran, please say your vows to Kirsty and repeat after me. I, Kieran Robert Smith,
I, Kieran Robert Smith,
accept you,
Kirsty Watt,
in marriage as my wife. And place that right. So Kirsty, please say your vows to Kieran and repeat after me. I, Kirsty Watt, accept you, Kieran Robert Smith, in marriage as my husband. And place that ring gently on his finger. And following the declarations made before me, and in the presence of these witnesses and guests, it does give me the greatest of pleasure, Kieran and Kirsty, to declare you legally married and pronounce you husband and wife.
As we've all seen today, Keeks is an emotional and caring lad. He couldn't contain or hide his love for Kirsty throughout the day. Don't feel left out though. After a few more points tonight, I'm sure he'll have his arm around your shoulder telling you just how much he loves you too.
I asked Keeks what annoyed him most about Kirsty, and after a wee bit of pondering, he was unable to provide me with anything that annoyed him about Kirsty, as he loved everything about her. Or was just sensible enough not to answer the question. Kirsty, on the other hand, took a mere couple of seconds to answer the same question, and it was all down to the fact that Keeks always brings up the embarrassing fact that she has never seen the film Titanic. But I think we can all agree, if that's all they have to complain about each other, we can see why they're such a happy couple.
Marry me, Juliet, you'll never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. Talk to your dad, the wife says it's a love story, nothing to say.
For this is where the marriage starts, where you both say your vows. You pledge to spend your life as one because of the love you have found. So yes, here's to the future. It is bright and warm and clear. But more than that, here's to right now and what it means for us all to be here.
I'm sure you will all agree with me when I say that Kirsty looks absolutely unreal today. Words can't describe how happy I am and lucky I feel to be standing here as your husband. Kirsty, I love you more than words can describe, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us both. I know there will be many more unforgettable times along the way. So ladies and gentlemen, could you please all join me in raising a glass to my new wife, Mrs. Smith.